Oh, that's a big one. I don't know what the heck this is. Dude, it's a big fish, whatever it is. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. Oh. Dang, that's awesome. Look at that one. I mean, new color MC60 MR, exclusively at Tackle Warehouse. That's awesome. Hey guys, Jared Lintner here with Tackle Warehouse. I'm really excited about these new exclusive bait colors that Tackle Warehouse has from Jackall, the MC60 MR. You know, for years and years and years, it's been one of my favorite crankbaits for covering water in that 6 to 10 foot range. If I wanted to get a little bit deeper, that 9, 10, 11 maybe, I'll throw it on 10-pound crank FC. Most of the time I start off with 12. If I wanted to go shallower, I'll throw it on 14 or 16. But just a really great crankbait. Catch them off rocks, docks, wood. It's really, the way the build design is on it, it's really good for ripping out of grass too. So like I said, you know, it's just a confidence bait for me. They have, like I said, they have 4 new exclusive colors. The Devil Craw is the one I don't have at the time. It's kind of like that muted orange or muted red with an orange belly, some black stripes on it. I mean, it's a fantastic pre-spawn, wintertime type of crankbait. This here is a chartreuse perch, brown back, chartreuse, some black. I mean, it's got it all. It looks just like these little perch out here that we have in the northern part of the country. Then we get into the Ghost Bluegill. This one right here, I actually have been throwing this for years. Got it from Jackall, Japan. I have a lot of confidence in this bait. When they get done spawning, you know, that post-spawn kind of thing, that bait right there just catches them. I don't know what it really is about it. I think it's a combination of the color and the way that that bait kind of moves, and it's got a real tight swimming action. So it's just one of those lures that if I'm in somewhat of clear water, the Ghost Bluegill is the one I go to. Then we got this really cool looking color. It's called Shad Justice. Everybody knows about the old, you know, old school chartreuse blueback, chartreuse greenback with that white in there. They've kind of outdid themselves, I think. It's got chartreuse on the belly with some orange right there, and then some faint chartreuse on the sides and a real kind of that lime green, kind of aqua blue back with white. That is a fish catcher right there. Make sure and check out Tackle Warehouse for these exclusive colors as well as all the other MC Jackall crankbaits. I'm gonna get to fishing. I'm gonna try out the chartreuse perch and see if we can't catch a bass. All right, so out here throwing the new exclusive color MC60 MR by Jackall. You know, right now it's summertime, water temps are high, and I'm fishing the bait over top of grass, kind of ripping it through there. So I'm using a real fast retrieve, and like I said, when I hit grass, I'll use the rod. It's a BLX 7'4" medium heavy limber cast rod by Daiwa. Just rip it out of that grass, and a lot of times that's what it's gonna, you know, trigger a bite. But now, if I'm fishing this, you know, a lot of pre-spawn, colder water temps, I'm gonna make a cast, usually at, you know, either riprap bank or rocks, or, you know, if I know where some stumps are, creek channel bend, and I'm gonna fish it real kind of just slow and methodical. And when I feel something, you know, it'll deflect off of a rock or something, then I'll do that, kind of give the reel a jump, and a lot of times that's when those fish are gonna bite. So, you know, you kind of gotta let the water temp. One kind of rule of thumb, look at this. Huh, look at that, that's cool. So this here, the bait is called the chartreuse perch. And I want to show you guys something here. That's just a baby one. When they get a little bit bigger, they'll get more vibrant colors. That they'll have an orange belly just like that, but you can see the orange fins right here. But there it is. I mean, that's awesome. So I'll let that guy go. But anyway, what I was saying is the warmer the water, the faster you want your retrieve on a lot of things. Now, in fishing, there's never, this is the only way to do it. So you gotta experiment, but a good rule of thumb to start is When it's warm water, meaning above 70, a faster retrieve is going to get more bites. When the water temp's low, high 40s, 50s, even that low 60 time of year, you know, when the water's rising, water temp's rising, then you kind of want to keep that slow, methodical, and, you know, twitch that rod, speed up the bait when you hit something, because those fish a lot of times are lethargic and you got to get them to react. So it's just a lot of different ways to fish a crankbait. You know, you just don't throw it out there and wind it in all the time like this. Oh, there's a fish. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted. He's just a small one. Catch a perch, catch a bass. So that's, there's a reason why those bass are around that school of perch. You know, they eat them. But these exclusive colors are pretty sweet, already proven that they work. Now, one thing with this, with the MR, if say this grass was growing up off the bottom, I don't know, 5 foot, right here it's like 3 foot growing off the bottom and fishing at 9. So I'm throwing 12-pound crank FC. But if it was growing up to 5, 6 foot and I still wanted to throw the MC because they're liking the way the bait works in the water and that tight wobble, I'll throw like 16 crank FC. Go up in line size and it's gonna help keep that bait up. Now, if the grass is really tall, that's when you go with the SR, the MC SR. It's a shallow running crankbait, and you know, let's say I get over there on that bank up there and there's some shallow rocks and grass and hard cover like that, I'll throw the SR. But we're throwing the MR right now. Make a long cast. The rod's really big too when you're fishing these. You don't want a real, you know, stiff graphite rod. A real nice parabolic bending rod. This here's a BLX limber cast, 7'4", medium heavy, Zillion. I'm throwing a 6:3 to 1 gear ratio, SBTW. So when I throw into the wind, you're not going to backlash. That's what helps prevent backlashing. Super smooth reel and gets the job done. But make sure and check out Tackle Warehouse for the exclusive colors of the MC60 MRs, as well as all their other gear you might need for your next trip. We'll let that one go and get another cast in with the MC60 MR exclusively at Tackle Warehouse.